So we come back to the advance fee scam, which is the biggest scam going in the world. What does this really mean? It can take many forms. It could be what is called the lottery scam, the job scam. I'm going to explain some of it because all of you are going to encounter this. Conferences, RBI, income tax returns. The scam, as I said, is growing at the rate of 5%. 800,000 people work on it. It's full industry. And more people in India, 870 million people were victims of this in the last year alone. Now, all of you, I don't know whether you use email and get this. Somebody in your mailbox will say that I've been stranded in Spain, France, Paris, went abroad, I've been mugged, my passport is lost. Can you send money to a Western Union account? Any of you have got these mails? No? Seriously? You have, right? Because I don't know of anyone who doesn't. It's a simple thing that compromises your address book. The simple solution is to change your password. People panic and, dump their entire Hotmail or Gmail account and go and create a new one. All you need to do is change your password. But it's the simplest of these scams. A Western Union account, if you don't call up the person, you're rushing there to donate some money. People donate as little as maybe $5, but for the scamster, it is $5 earned. Okay, so this is the most common scam. Apparently, gets a steady amount of money every other day. I have somebody I know in my friend circle who's sending a mail to this effect. So essentially, ignore them. The second set of emails people really fall for. Canadian lottery, Microsoft lottery, earned $1 million, $25 million, whatever. Some people say that, so what? I replied to find out what happens. Anyone has replied and found out what happens? No? Okay, good. But if you reply, something simple happens. That they will give you a lot of authentic sounding paperwork and they say that you will get the money. We need to pay some fee to get this transferred to your account. So that's where the advance fee comes from. And you pay that fee because you've got these millions of dollars dancing in front of your eyes, right? So you will pay your first $500, $1,200, $2,000, whatever, depending on the size of the scam. If you make that first payment, and all these scams have a standard pattern, the first amount is really small, okay? So if you pay that, they know that you're a sucker. They've got you. So then they start calling you, they take your number, and then they become more convincing. Some of them have connections with the diplomatic corps. They say things will come. The Nigerian scam especially is even connected with their diplomacy. And they will say, no, there's now some other problem, so pay a little more money. So you pay that. Sometimes you end up getting trapped so much. I know somebody who spent 35 lakhs. He was a consumer activist, okay? Because he got a mail. Let me come to this. This is the Nigerian scam, which usually means that it's some African dictator's widow who will be writing that mail to you, saying that her husband had, say, $25 million of ill-gotten wealth, which is stashed away in Nigeria, and she wants to use your bank account to root it out. Substitute African dictator's wife for anybody. These mails come even in the name of Raghuram Rajan. They used to come in the name of Subbarao till he was the RBI governor. Now they come in the name of Raghuram Rajan, who in his official email signature has a long thing at the bottom saying, we don't have an escrow account, we don't hold any money for anyone, because the mails are fairly authentic looking. They even clone the ID. They have the RBI logo. I don't know whether you'll have received it or not, but you will sometime. I don't think anybody escapes it. Sometimes it's some guy from a Canadian mining company or an Australian mining company. Bottom line, they say upfront that it's usually ill-gotten, except income tax and RBI. Okay? RBI says that some global settlement is happening and some Indians have to get money and you are one of the lucky ones and they're going to transfer it to you on NEFT. Income tax says refunds. So you could be a student who's never had a PAN number and you will get an email saying that you're going to get an income tax refund, but greed is such a factor that a lot of people jump up to say, "Arey, koi mujhe paisa de raha hai, to why should I say no? So let me write to them and see. So if I'm going to get 12,000 rupees money for jam, why shouldn't I make a try?" And this is the first place where you get caught. You get trapped by your own greed. So when you write to the African dictator's wife or Ramalinga Raju's wife, okay, what are you saying? You're essentially saying, okay, I know this is dirty money, but as long as you're giving me a cut, I'm happy to help you. So they have got your mental frame of mind nicely figured out. Then they're looking at how much they can extract from you. And it's a sorry state of affairs for us to say that so many people in India fall for it, that these Nigerians have moved away from Nigeria, come to the suburbs of Bombay, and there's so many of them sitting there that they call it a Nigeria wadi.